Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Feyenoord, and today we have got the second leg of our Europa League second knockout round against Sporting Lisbon. Are we actually going to finally do even remotely well in a European competition? It's always been early promise and then nothing being delivered. We have done relatively well in the group stages with Celtic and with Feyenoord, and then it's all just sort of fallen apart. I think the only time we won one knockout game with Celtic against Roma, I think that was all we did. But anyway, hopefully today against Sporting Lisbon, a team we've already played 5 times this season, we can get the job done. As well, of course, as continuing our Eredivisie campaign. Can we get it over the line? There's still a long way to go. We shouldn't count any sort of chickens at all, especially after what happened last time, the disappointing defeat to Ajax in the Dutch Cup. It means we will be in Holland again in the future. Whether it's next season, whether it's down the line, I don't know. But we are not going to be finished whatever happens with the league. But speaking of the league, just one game played since last episode, and that is a really good result, a 3-0 win against PEC Zwolle. Yep, exactly what we want. 3 more points, and made all the more better because Ajax played as well and they didn't win. They drew with Willem-Twee, a late equaliser for Willem-Twee. Well, I say late, 76 minutes, relatively late. Of course, they beat them 3-0 earlier on in the season. So an undefeated season for Willem-Twee against Ajax. Good, creditable performance from them, which makes for good reading when we look at the table, because it means we are 13 points clear of Ajax now, which is really quite nice with not too many games to go. 7 games to go. Yeah, 7 games to go. Alkmaar have not played their match yet, so if they were to win their game in hand, then the lead would be back down to 11 points, which is, less good, but it's still pretty good. But as crucial as winning the league is this season, we want to see if we can win the Europa League as well. This is something we need to win. It's on the list of trophies to win. Let's see if we can do it this year. 0-0 from the first leg. We're at home in the second leg. Obviously, any goals for them are going to be sort of counting for, well, even sort of double, really. But if we can just win this match, we'll be absolutely fine. We will go through without any issues at all. Hopefully, as well, some other big teams can get knocked out. Bayern Munich are 3-0 up, so they're not going to get knocked out. But hopefully, some other teams will potentially be dispatched. So the team for this one, there's some potential selection dilemmas in the forward areas. That's where we've been sort of let down a little bit recently, despite with that 3-0 win last time. Specken is going to be in goal, obviously. Defence is as you would expect. Kenny and Juste, Senesi and Shemikas. Midfield is Cataldi and Davis. Van Kam is the one we might potentially replace with Xavi Simons. And in fact, I think I'm going to take that chance. He's not been playing well, particularly recently. Braffy's on the left-hand side, and then Dilrosun and Ilias are going to be the other forward players. Bertrand Traore has been absolutely dreadful. I don't know what's happened with him. He's completely fallen off a cliff. And then Brobby is just sort of okay. Ilias did score a penalty against PEC Zwolle, so he's going to keep his place for now. Right, the good news is whatever happens today, we will not have to play Sporting again at any point this season. We might play them again in the save. We might manage them in the save, of course. That is, Portugal's the sort of next league along the sort of reputational ladder. But whatever happens, this is the final game. I don't think I've ever played a team from outside the league we're in more than twice, maybe 4 times if you get them in the knockout round as well. I think 4 times probably is the maximum, but to play them 6 times is ridiculous. Right, 20 minutes in, this is the first highlight. Cataldi with a free kick. It is straight to Delberg. What is the point of that? Why start with that? Why get our hopes up? Delberg quickly dispatches to Font, and this is potentially an issue. Obviously, we've beaten them 4 times this season. 3 times actually, 3 times, and then a couple of draws. We've never lost to them, so there's always a first. And Font's nearly scored. It was a defensive calamity. Don't know what Specken was doing, but we got away with it. That was dodgy. If that was all the luck we have being used up already, it's about to get even worse because they are countering again at pace. The defence are just sort of, I don't know what they're doing, but it's been effective so far, but it's sort of questionable, and it's been all Sporting, and this could be a bit of an issue. Still coming forwards, we're not really doing all that much, but now we do force the mistake. The press does work. Ilias is in. Can he find the goal? Yes, he can, and just like that, that's how quickly a football match can change. Potential calamitous defending from us gives way to a goal for us, which is not what I was expecting. But the first thing we do all game, we force the mistake. Good interception from Ilias. Composed finish from him. He's not done that much this season. He's got 14 goals, which you'd like a little bit more. But yeah, good start. Some pressure on the right-hand side. We sort of gave the ball away from a throw, but we've won it back once again. Tsimikas with the interception again. And Braff has found Tom Davies, and Tom Davies is in. Tom Davies is onside. And with half an hour gone, we have not been particularly good. We've been sloppy with some of our passes, and yet we find ourselves 2-0 up, which would be pretty good. We could see this one out, get ourselves through to the quarterfinals, I think it would be, is the next round, which is the furthest we will have gone in any European competition so far. Long way to go, though. Any goals for them, of course, will, at this point, extra time is now out of the question, which is, I suppose, a relief for the sort of tired legs out there as Dilrosun races through and goes not far away, actually. But if they are to equalise in this game, then they'll go through on away goals, of course. But if we could just keep scoring, then we'd have to worry about that. Dilrosun rides the challenge pretty effectively. He's ghosting through the defence, goes with another shot. This one is on target, but lacked the power of the first. Now it's all us. Cataldi whips it in, and Coates gets it away. And Zekari's sort of attempt to start a counter-attack was brought down by the fact that he was the furthest player forwards. Not best thinking from him, and it could be now a goal for us. Braff with a sort of weird attempt, and I don't really know where this one's going. Davis, Ilias, Xavi Simons finds Dilrosun, and now Jairo Dilrosun finally gets the goal he has deserved so far with his positivity. This time, he gets it past the goalkeeper. It's 3-0, and this should be done. Good work from Simons, good ball from him, gets the assist. It's a cheeky little finish from Dilrosun, just sort of very weighted ball, baffled the goalkeeper, and 3-0. That is very comfortable indeed. So comfortable that most of the second half has passed without any form of incident at all. We've got 4 minutes on the clock, and as is sort of customary from us, we've decided now we need a highlight. We don't need a highlight. We could have just gone to full time as they go relatively close. Pedro flashing a shot wide. But this was done at half time. It's done now. And we have safely made it through to the quarterfinals, which is a very good performance from us. And there is the full-time whistle. It's official. We are through. Good win, boys. Well done. Really good performance, actually, from us. And we might not be in the Dutch Cup, but we are still alive in Europe. Well, other results. Hertha Berlin go through at the expense of Krasnodar. Leicester out. Leipzig go through. Lazio defeat Sevilla. I mean, it's a huge moment. Sevilla, the Europa League sort of odds-on favourites, automatic winners, are out. Bilbao out. Milan go through. Celtic have beaten Ajax. We'd love to see that one. Our former club getting one over our domestic rival. Of course, that is a potential issue because it means that Ajax will sort of have a clearer schedule, which might help them for the league running. Alternatively, could affect their morale. We'll see. Who knows? Bayern Munich nearly got pegged back by Lille, but still make it through. And Rangers get knocked out as well by Benfica. Things you always love to see. So some difficult teams. We've got the draw coming up. This could be interesting. Right, no one I would really say is sort of straightforward. I mean, I guess Celtic for the nostalgia and avoid Bayern Munich would be the best possible outcome. Bayern out first. We don't get them. It's an all-German clash. They get Leipzig. Benfica will play Lazio. Celtic will play us. It was written in the stars. It was inevitable. It's a quarter-final clash against the team where we started the save. They did actually win the SPL last season. They did manage to win it. Miguel Cardoso, of course, still in charge. Julien's still there as well. How many goals has he got since we've left? None. I mean, that is a ridiculous drop-off. 26, 23, 17, and then 0. Do they not do free kicks and corners now we've gone? Honestly, unbelievable. But that is going to be coming up next time then. I mean, obviously, great occasion. Both legs next time as well as here in Vane. That's going to be special. But before that, we have got to play FC Emmen in the league. If we can just keep on winning. In fact, actually, if we win the next 3 games, which I'm not sure we will do, but if we do win the next 3 games, then potentially, if my maths is right, we could even win the title tomorrow in the game against Here and Vane as well. So potentially massive episode coming up tomorrow. But we've got to get the job done first against FC Emmen. Away from home, got to make sure we got these 3 points and don't slip up at all. And we've got the semi-final draw as well, actually. So if we do get past Celtic, we're not going to be getting to the final because it's going to be Either way, it's going to be a defeat, isn't it? We're not going to beat Bayern, and if it's Leipzig, we'll probably still lose anyway. Oh well. I mean, at least the Celtic game's going to be enjoyable. Right then, FC Emmen, they're 16th, but we are away from home, so who knows how this could go. This could be an issue. We're going to go with the same team that just battered Sporting, I think. So Simons keeps his place with Van Kam on the bench. Yeah, let's go outside, onto the pitch, put in a good performance, and hopefully come away with all 3 points. I believe Ajax are playing Sparta Rotterdam today, so, I'm not expecting too much of a favour from them. And see, what is at the back of my mind that concerns me if we can't wrap things up as quick as possible. Our final 2 matches of the season are against Ajax and against Sparta Rotterdam, our 2 most bitter rivals. Now, that could be an amazing moment, winning the league against either of them, or it could be a potential disaster. But anyway, let's just keep getting the 3 points in all the games before that. Dilberson on the ball, back to St Juste. We've got plenty of options in the forward areas. They're looking like us, really, actually. Most teams in Holland do appear to go for the white and red. That's all we really have for kits, really, apart from like Vitesse with their yellow and Den Haag with their green. Shimikas finds a bit of space to pull it back, and he pulled it back to Jaden Braff, and Jaden Braff responds with his 12th of the season. They were lining up there. There were so many options available. Cataldi with the ball punted out initially. Good work from Simons again, and Shimikas gets to the byline, and Braff is on hand, gets ahead of Ilias to slot home, and it doesn't matter what kit you wear, it doesn't matter what colours you choose, we're still winning. Although we could be about to throw that away. Deep free kick from them, which has been luckily cleared away. It's not a foul, and we can counter, which is good. Braff is very quick to react. He's too quick for the rest of our players. Braff pulls it across straight to the goalkeeper. No one was on the same wavelength as him from either team, but we've got a free kick now. Cataldi whips it in, and it's been missed by the goalkeeper, but St Juste's effort goes over. Action-packed affair, really. I mean, when you consider compared to some of the other games, Kenny intercepts the goal kick as well. The press from us is very high. We are piling on the pressure as well. Kenny back to Dilberson. Can he find anyone? He does find Davis. He's put it in, cleared away, but only as far as John Joe Kenny again. We are just absolutely on it today, which is very good. I want to go 3-0 up, 4-0 up as soon as possible. Make sure the game is completely and utterly safe. Kenny across. Ilias is there. It's been actually quite a good save from the goalkeeper. Dilby Combo. Will we regret these missed chances? Dilberson's been sort of pushed over. That's going to go to VAR. Who knows, really? The standard of refereeing in this league is atrocious. The amount of nailed-on penalties we've not got, the amount of nothings we've got, that's not a penalty. I mean, he pushed him over, in my view, but apparently that's not a penalty. I mean, what do I know? Still, we come forward into, just about injury time at the end of the first half. A second goal would be just the ticket. Braff, back to Shimikas. We're not exactly being clinical in front of goal today. Davis is there, and that's more like it. Tom Davis with a typical long-range strike. The former Evertonian, one of 2 in the team. 2 Everton Academy products in our side, which it seems very weird. It's very typically Football Manager, but good work from Shimikas. No stranger to Merseyside himself. And Davis with a good finish. 2-0 at the break. It's looking good. Right, let's keep it up. Let's just keep it tight, keep it sensible. It looks like, based on the projected points tally, Ajax are beating Sparta Rotterdam, which is very annoying. They've got a corner, but again, we can counter from it. It's brutal stuff, really. Emmen are, in danger of relegation, and on the evidence we've seen so far, you can see why. 20 minutes to go. Corner from Cataldi. Senesi again can't get it on target. Why would he? I mean, I say this every time, but compared to Julian, he's useless. Now they can counter. The tackle's been missed. Højveld needs some support, and he's actually scored. How has he got it in there? Unbelievable. How has he managed to score from that position? Had no support at all. No one is with him. It's like the earlier chance for Jaden Braff. The tackle is missed. Horrendous challenge. Specken comes out. He thinks he's done enough, and yet somehow, defying all laws of physics, Højveld has scored. So this is not done yet. Corner. Can we not concede from our own corner this time? Again, Senesi's effort is a disgrace. He can't even get there. The amount of headers he loses is ridiculous. He's got like 16 heading or something. Braff is there. It goes over. Suddenly it's a nervy finish now, and it didn't need to be. Right, Ilias is having a poor game, so he's going to come off for Brobby, and same for Simons. Van Cam comes on. He's sat out. He's going to get a bit of game time here. Dilberson, though, from the throw. What was that? What was the point of that one? Why are we going back there? You're just asking for trouble. Kenny's got a bit of room. Again, why are we going backwards? Stop going backwards. Go forwards. Dilberson tries to find Braff. Please do something useful, Jaden. Pulls it across. Ilias gets it caught under his feet. Braff keeps it alive. But then it's over. Unbelievable. Do we want to throw this away? Because that's what we're about to do. Cataldi puts it in, looking for Senesi. It's still not gone in the goal again. Senesi back to Dilberson. There we go. Finally someone decides to be clinical. Javairo Dilberson with his 9th for the season. It's a great effort, and that should hopefully make it safe. We just literally tripping over ourselves to not score. Senesi puts it in. It's cleared before Davis can get there. And then Senesi, of all people, with the assist. Great strike from Dilberson. And that should hopefully be that. Well, we made it hard for ourselves, it's fair to say, but we do still win. 3-1, we get all 3 points, which is all we need to do. Just keep getting 3 points from every game, and it will be absolutely fine. Unsurprisingly, Ajax have won against Sparta Rotterdam. Very unfortunate that our rivals could not help us in any way, shape or form. A draw would have been good. That would have been okay. But so the gap remains 13 points to Ajax, but now Alkmaar are playing their semi-final of the Dutch Cup. Why they couldn't be in sync, I don't know. But now they have 2 games in hand, so we'll keep an eye on them. But 13 points to Ajax is very, very good with 6 games left. And Alkmaar have won the other semi-finals, so yeah, why couldn't we have just beaten Ajax? That was the worst performance of the whole season, that game, and it cost us very much. But anyway, this one didn't. This was a good performance overall. We did win, and that's the most important thing. The league is the most important thing. So there we are then, pretty positive proceedings today, I think you will agree. And next time, hopefully that can continue. Of course, we have got Celtic in the Europa League quarter final, as well as Heerenveen, as said, potentially a title decider. Let's actually just check this for sure. We've got Canberra and VVV Venlo in the meantime. If we win both of those games, it's a big if, but if we do win both of those games, then let's assume Ajax win both of their games as well, then the gap will be 13 points with 4 to go, meaning it could be done. In fact, actually, it would be done, except for the fact that Alkmaar need to win their games, don't they? It's a conundrum. I reckon it will still be not wrapped up, even if we win both of them, and yet potentially could be done with that game against Heerenveen. So tomorrow's episode could be absolutely massive. We could reach a European semi-final for the first time, and we could hopefully, fingers crossed, wrap up the Eredivisie title for the first time for us, the only time we need, and the first time for the club for a very long time as well. The last time that Feyenoord won the Eredivisie was, actually no, it wasn't, 2017. Well, it was the 90s before that, but still, that's still quite a long time. 8 years is quite a long time, isn't it? So, not a very long time, but still quite a long time. Fingers crossed. It's still a long way to go though, but that is going to be that. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well, and I will see you next time for, it could be really special.